I will try to take this and go get it separated. It's pretty heavy, so I need 2 hands to lift this thing. But I think I'll work on that over there in the shade before I go shower and get started with my day. Okay, so let me show you. So when I went to try to lift this up, I couldn't do it. It's so root bound. The whole thing just started coming out and falling over on me, and I don't want to break it. So I decided to just work on it right here. So I went and found this big pot that just had old soil in it. So I dumped the soil out, and I don't want to fill this entire thing with soil because I don't need that much soil for this. So I put a couple of bricks in there, and then I've been working on making a new paver pathway, and these are all the pieces that I've cut off of my pavers when I've been going around corners. So I just put those in there, and now I will put soil in there and then try to pick up this monstrosity. And I still want to try to separate it. Excuse me. But I could not pick it up in the pot right here. So I think I'm going to try to separate it and maybe put this little piece back in this pot. But we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you updated. So I did go ahead and use the soil out of the wagon that I have not added compost to yet to fill the bottom of this. Because as you can tell, that's a big pot. And I don't want to use all the cactus soil to fill that whole thing because that would be expensive. So I'm hoping I have put enough in there and I can just use the cactus soil now. I almost feel like I need one more. Let's do one more in there. And then we'll add the cactus soil. Okay, now let's add the cactus soil. If I end up needing more cactus soil, then I'll just have to get it. I think I'm going to pull the plant out first, set it on top of this, and then put the cactus soil around it. So let me do that. Okay, I did it. That needed to be a 2-person job. I do need to get some more soil though to pack it in there real good, because I'm afraid if we have a really windy day it will blow it over. You can see how it's leaning from the way it's been leaning in the pot. I need to get it propped up. I do still really want to separate it more, but I'll have to wait until I can get some help because that thing is so big. I was having a hard time maneuvering it. Plus, we pull this in when it gets to be cold, and I can hear my husband now saying, "How are we going to move that? It's too heavy." So, I do need to separate it into smaller pieces. So I'll have to play with that later. But I was able to get this little baby off. But I got to get some more soil. So I'll have to pot him up later. I got to go get ready for work now. But I achieved something today. I fertilized my garden, got my potting soil mixed up, and got this separated. So have a good day. Okay, so I got home from work today, and what I was afraid would happen did happen. It was very windy, and this plant was leaning way over. So I have decided I'm going to split it up and try to make it less heavy, because it is very heavy, very kind of top heavy. So I've got a knife down here, and this right here is kind of a good spot to split it. So I'm just taking the knife and I cut it right down through here, through the root system. And I'm going to cut this whole part off up through here. And that'll take off this whole front section. So it'll help with a lot of the weight. But that's how you split a cactus or any kind of plant like this. You just cut through that whole root system. See if I can get down here while I'm videoing and show you this. I don't know if I have it completely separated yet. Whoop, there we go. Alright, so I've got some roots right here. I need to pull away. Okay, there we go. So you can see I cut right here. There's still plenty of roots down here. So I'll just put this in another pot. For right now, I'm going to move it over here. I want to be careful so I don't break that off. So I'll just lay it right there. And then I'll come back over here and look and see. I actually have another kind of division right there. I think I'll cut through that right there and make another separate. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. Just kind of cut through right there. That will just help this not be so top heavy. There we go. Okay, so now I've got 3 separate plants. I've got that one, and then this one, and then I still have the little baby over here that I pulled off this morning. Great. Now I can pot all these up, let these grow bigger, and I love these plants, so I can just put them around somewhere, or I can choose to sell 1 or 2. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. But they'll definitely be easier to move around now that I have separated them. Well, here's the last video on that separation I did on those cactuses the other day. This one, I'm having to hold it up. The wind keeps blowing it over. So I've got some support right now, helping to hold it up until it gets a little better established in that new pot. This one's the same way. I've got the plastic tomato cage thing around it, helping to hold it up. This one's doing pretty good, all on its own. And then I've got this one over here that's doing pretty good. That was the baby that I put in there. So that's how they all look after the division I did the other day.